Natural? 51 years old?
What do you think of Tyson and Jake?
I wish he didn't do it. I wish it wasn't a thing. I wish it wasn't a thing where a 58-year-old guy was going to fight a 28-year-old. That's it. That out the window.
If you're Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
If you're Mike Tyson, you know. I mean, even Paul, bro. Paul is not a small guy.
No.
He's big. Like a lot of guys think he's tiny. He's a huge boy.
He's a big dude, and he can crack.
Yeah.
And I always say that people look at him like a guy who is a YouTuber, and they're denying his skills.
Not anymore, bro. Before, when he first was coming out, that's the way you should look at him.
A celebrity. This was not for some charity. No. We're gonna do this. And Jake Paul, they asked Jake Paul, did he take his foot off the gas? Stephen A., this is what he said. Yeah, definitely a bit. I wanted to give the fans a show, but I didn't want to hurt someone that didn't need to be hurt. Yeah. Wow. Hopefully, he's made enough money, Stephen.
After defeating Mike Tyson in their most recent bout, Joe Rogan recently confronted Jake Paul. It was the nobody anticipated a fight, but everyone was eager to witness it. Once the world's most feared heavyweight, Mike Tyson, entered the ring. At the age of 58, to take on the YouTuber turned boxer, Jake Paul enjoys big-ticket events and controversy. With 72,300 fans crammed into the Dallas Cowboy Stadium and millions more watching globally, Netflix's first foray into combat sports evolved into a spectacle. However, for those cheering for Tyson, the outcome wasn't what they had hoped for. Jake Paul effortlessly reached a unanimous conclusion. Joe Rogan and other supporters are left with more questions than answers after the victory. After the bout, Rogan, a lifelong supporter of Tyson and his history, posted on X, formerly Twitter, and summed up his emotions in 3 heartbreaking words. From the first bell, it was evident that Tyson's heart was still alive, but his body had long ago checked out as he was moving stiffly and wearing a knee brace. Fans had some optimism when Tyson landed a couple quick left hooks in the first round, but by round 3, his advanced age had caught up with him. Jake Paul's youthful speed and age of 31, Paul, who has made his career fighting MMA stars, in lesser-known boxers, outworked Tyson in every department. He landed 78 punches to Tyson's 18, a stumbling statistic that clearly showed the fight.
And say whatever you want about Jake Paul. I don't think he's a great boxer. I don't think he's a good boxer. I think he's a great marketer. And he held Mike up. And Mike didn't have any spring in his step, as I've said many, many times. If Mike doesn't get you in the first round, he's not going to get you. Jake Paul is probably a better boxer. Well, certainly now. But I just didn't want Mike embarrassed. That's all. And then when he said he wanted to fight Jake Paul's brother, I go, no, Mike, we're not going to do this again. 60 million households tuned in for that, or at least tried to with Netflix. The undercard was great. The women, awesome. And then all of a sudden you're watching and there weren't any real standout punches, no real flurries or anything like that. And Mike biting on his gloves he says he has a biting fixation. Oh, we know that, Mike. But Mike got paid, and Jake Paul is going to take on somebody else again. Go back to when Jake Paul fought Nate Robinson.